don't think I've finished with you.
Fortress Maximus?
Oh, please.
Fort Max?
Please. Oh, please.
Max? I think that's enough. Honestly, I think that's plenty.
Yeah? Yeah. You're right. Felt good, though.
You're injured, Pharma. Come here. Let me take a look at you.
Don't!
Huh?
I'm fine.
This takes me back. All the way back to Rodion and you. You desperately trying to save my life. I'm predicting a different outcome this time around.
Shut up. You're not going to die.
Yeah. Prove it.
Hold still. I'm just going to very carefully...
Not move another inch.
You must be joking.
Yeah? Tell that to the gun in my hand.
Pharma? What are you doing?
Those two Decepticons? Ambulon was the one who released them. He's to blame for the virus too, I'm sure of it. He used to be a Decepticon. You knew that, right? 10 years ago, he switched sides. Said he went AWOL to avoid being a part of some prototype combining team. Except it was all a ruse. A way of infiltrating our ranks.
I was a Decepticon. Pharma, listen to me. I'm not a Decepticon anymore.
And how come you're not infected?
I think I am. I just haven't displayed any symptoms yet.
You know what, Pharma? I think you're lying. You said the two Decepticons were monoformers. But look, they had transformation cogs.
So I misread the scanner.
And you said they attacked you. But all your injuries have been caused by a laser scalpel. Your laser scalpel. Your wounds are self-inflicted.
Ratchet. Buddy, you don't believe this, do you?
Show me your alt mode.
What?
You still turn into a jet, right? So let's see it.
You want me to... No!
Then I'm sorry.
What are you doing?
The symptoms are triggered by reconfiguration, aren't they? The virus is spread by touch, but it lies dormant until the person infected changes shape.
You're telling me the only reason I'm not dead is...
Because you haven't switched to alt mode. And you haven't switched to alt mode because you can't.
How'd you know?
It's obvious. Your weight distribution is off. You've got reduced flexion in your spinal strut, and you always lead with the right leg when you walk. All signs, massive flashing neon signs, of a malfunctioning transformation cog. And you, when you offered to carry Pipes to the ward, I thought you'd use your ambulance mode. But no, you literally carried him. It was only when Pharma mentioned the combining team that I realized your robot mode makes no sense. Why there are no wheels or windows. You can change shape. You just never had a reason to.
I have the world's worst alt mode. I turn into a leg. Ambulon. From the verb to ambulate, meaning to walk about. It's a stupid name.
But all the best names are taken. And that, Pharma, buddy, is why you won't change shape. You know the properties of the virus, and you know you'll get sick.
Very good. No, really, well done, full marks.
Put down the gun. You can't kill 4 people with 1 shot.
Oh, I can do better than 4. I can shoot this life support machine and kill 20.
Ambulon, second aisle, quickly!
Second aisle what? What am I doing?
Tracer and Backstreet are on direct spark support. Pump them full of Neurox Saturate, and when their vitals push fork forward to use Flash Flame to cleanse their backup systems. They'll ride the boost, trust me. Just make sure you flatten the kickback curve. Ratchet, help me get Pipes and Drift onto fresh recharge slabs.
What about Pharma?
Go after him! He won't have got far. Self-inflicted or not, his wounds will slow him down.
Ratchet, I need to tell you something.
Save it for later, Drift.
I think later is for other people. All I've got left is now. Ratchet, listen. If all this is the work of the DJD, if Pharma's working for them and they're on their way, I want you to put me out of my...
Don't you dare.
Backstreet's flickering. The Nurex wasn't enough.
I've got some built-in reboot coils I could hook him up to. But to get the full charge,
There's no time. He needs a full system charge.
No problem. If you load him into me, I can give him a full systems boost.
But if you change, it'll kill you. Ambulance mode will kill you! If I have to fall to the floor and beg you to stay in robot mode, I will. Sacrificing yourself to save a single life will condemn thousands to death. Think of all those patients you'll never get to save. Oh, what?
Sorry, I was listening until the butt.
I've lost Pharma. He ran inside a CR chamber and disappeared. Some sort of fake floor. I can't follow him. I'm too wide. What are you...
Gun it, Ratchet. All the power you can give us. That did it. Everything's under control. If you want to go get Pharma, he's all yours.
And you're sure you want to do this, Tailgate?
Oh, yes, sir. Absolutely. Definitely.
Because only a few hours ago, you wanted to be a Decepticon. And that's difficult to reconcile with your sudden desire to undergo the rite of Autobrand.
The Decepticon thing. I was badly advised. I'm an Autobot at heart. Look at me. Look at my face. It's an Autobot face. A big, friendly Autobot face. This is obviously meant to be. Look, sir, because I find you a little scary, I'm going to be straight with you. All my life, there's been something missing. I mean, sure, I'd made something of a name for myself before the accident. I helped invent the idealized heat engine. I coordinated the search for Luna 1, and I was the one who persuaded Nova Prime to look beyond Cybertron. But I've lived my whole life alone, and right now, I feel the need to belong.
I've looked at your Autopedia entry. I'm not easily impressed.
You surprise me.
But a bomb disposal expert who studied metaphysics under Omega Supreme, a champion kickboxer who graduated from the IBEX School of Epistemology. You put single-function Cybertronians like me to shame. But to get this badge, you have to believe in what we Autobots stand for. If you're serious about this...
I am.
Then okay, I'll help you prepare. And the first step towards becoming an Autobot is learning the Autobot Code. The Autobot Code is more than just a 10,000-page military manual. It's a comprehensive system of morality, a framework for living that addresses all aspects of the Cybertronian condition. It's a treatise on aspirational behavior that shows to the rest of the galaxy that maybe, just maybe, we can transcend our troubled past and become beacons of liberty and enlightenment.
10,000 pages?
I'm probably a bit old school, but when preparing someone for their badge, I like to go through the code, word by word, line by line, teasing out the implications, subjecting each proposition to a series of ethical stress tests, scrutinizing areas of philological ambiguity, and in the process, reaching a more profound understanding of what it means to be a mechanical being in a predominantly organic universe.
10,000 pages?
Is that a problem?
No, sir, not at all. It's just, I thought it would be more of a 10-point plan? 1, don't do bad things. 2, don't, be rude. Stuff like 3, don't be a Decepticon. Stuff like that. But we're cool. We're cool.
In that case, let's get started. We'll tackle the appendix first, the Tyrest Accord. Relax. A few weeks of cripplingly intense study, and it'll be over. It might even be... I can't. My mouth just won't. I can't say it.
Fun?
That's the one.
Case notes patient 05GTF10BTA01. For a long time, if you'd asked me to justify what I do, if you'd said, prove that the psychotherapy works, I'd have given you a 2-word reply. Red alert. He first sought me out 6 months before the war began. 6 months before Declaration Day, he insisted we meet underneath Sherman Bridge where they couldn't listen in. He said he'd reached a crossroads in his life, that he'd made mistakes, The Institute was mentioned, a sure sign of paranoid personality disorder. The road towards mental rehabilitation was long, but every so often we'd make a breakthrough. Session 7. He told me his name. Session 97. He showed his face for the first time. Session 113. He said he'd stopped covertly recording our conversations. Session 288. He told me his real name. Session 332. He stopped recording our conversations. I helped him overcome his paranoia, and as a direct result, he rose up through the Autobot ranks. But now, as he lists the 207 crewmates he doesn't trust, and as he describes the extra optics he wants installed in the back of his head, I fear all my hard work is coming undone. And when did you first hear this noise?
After the Spark Eater business. I was sealing off the cell or whatever, and yeah, that's when I heard it. It was coming from inside.
And it's a noise only you can hear.
Obviously, I know how that sounds. But these days, my audio receptors are more sensitive than ever. You think it's quiet in here? It's not. Right now, let's see. I can hear Skids asking Brainstorm if he likes music. I can hear Rewind begging Chrome Dome to help him look for some missing data disk. He won't find them. And I can hear World having a blazing row with himself. So yes, best ears in the business. Anyway, I remembered what you used to say about auditory hallucinations. So I went back to the Spark Eater cell to find out exactly what was going on. And I found a crack in the floor. It must have been caused by our first quantum jump, the one that freed the Spark Eater. The noise was coming up through the crack.
Red alert. You showed me the...
I know.
You showed me the ship's schematics and...
I know.
The Spark Eater's cell is at the lowest point of the ship. There's nothing underneath except space.
I recorded it. The noise. Wanna listen? I think it's a weapon or a power source. Or... I don't know what.
I do. I've been a psychotherapist for millions of years. I know a voice when I hear one. It's just been slowed down. Speed it up and play it back.
Me. Kill. Me. Kill. Me. Kill.
And what's particularly interesting about this footnote is the transitive verb in line 3, which begs all sorts of questions about Tailgate. I'm not convinced you're paying attention.
What? Sorry, I thought I saw some graffiti on your desk. Yeah, some really tiny graffiti. Ultra Magnus is an OCD control freak who uses learning to hurt people. But it was just a speck of dirt.
Dirt?
It's okay, sir. It's gone. It can't hurt you now. So, where were we?
We're on Section 19 of the Tyrest Accord, subsection 80, paragraph 5, 1985.
1985? Really?
Problem?
No. I was just reminded of something. 1984. Did we talk about paragraph 4?
No. It's a redundant subclause. It was added years ago, after your time, in anticipation of a threat that never materialized.
And what did the subclause relate to, exactly? Just out of interest.
Thought warfare.
There you are, finally! I was giving you 2 more minutes. Dramatic escapes are worthless without witnesses.
I'm unarmed, Pharma, so you can put down the... Look, even my wrists are empty. I've come here as your friend to talk some sense into you.
Oh, Ratchet, it's been a while since anyone tried to do that. And for what it's worth, you're my friend too. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to make you cry.
Huh. I wondered why I could taste the back of my eyes in my mouth.
Don't worry, this won't take long. See, it's important that you understand why I did what I did. 'Cause I think you'll get it. Other people, not so much. But you? We're both doctors, right? We know all about life and death choices. Ratchet, have you ever wondered why Delphi is still standing? Or how we are able to fix all the Autobots who get injured defending the Nucleon mines, despite the Decepticon Justice Division making this planet their home? The DJD could wipe us out in seconds. They could, but they don't. And they don't because of me.
I'm listening. I'm also thinking of a way to purge the virus from my system, grab a blunt object, and beat the smile off your smug traitor's face. Just so we're clear.
Well, that's not very friendly, is it? Listen, the DJD ignore us in exchange for a regular donation. Transformation cogs. The leader of the DJD is addicted to changing shape. He's burnt through hundreds of cogs.
It's a rare condition, but treatable.
Yeah, except he doesn't want to be treated. He just wants the next hit.
So, wait, you harvest organs on behalf of the DJD?
In the beginning, it was just patients who, despite my best efforts, had died on the ward. But demand increased.
You started killing your patients.
I made judgments based on their chances of survival. Sometimes I let them slip away, sometimes, if they really were clinging to life, I helped them relax their grip. But the quota kept increasing, and Prowl kept sending new Autobots to defend the Nucleon mines.
You could have closed Delphi, or requested a transfer, or just run away.
There would have been too many questions. I had to do something that would force High Command to shut us down without implicating me. I had to engineer a plague. I found 2 Decepticon non-entities and paid them to play the victim. Once inside Delphi, they detonated a bomb.
How? I thought they were locked up in their cells.
Their cell. Ambulon let them share. They were combiners. One was called Sonic, and the other... You'll like this. The other was called Boom. And at a prearranged time when the coast was clear, they lived up to their names. Find the right frequency and volume and you can pull a Cybertronian apart from the inside. I had the Decepticons detonate a sound bomb I invented. An echo laced with a virus. Everyone who heard the bomb got infected. And then, when they next changed shape, the coolants and the dispersants and the anti-rusting agents in and around their cog all across contaminated, triggering a slow molecular breakdown. It was loud, it was nasty, and I want you to admit, Ratchet, I very much want you to admit that you're a tiny bit impressed.
Impressed? I'm appalled by your stupidity. You should have paid the Decepticons to detonate the bomb within earshot of the DJD.
They said it was more than their lives were worth to even try.
I still don't get it. The plan was for Sonic and Boom to release the virus, and for you to lock yourself in quarantine?
I'd intended to hide in a CR chamber, but they were all occupied. The quarantine room was the only other soundproof environment. I thought I'd be able to break out. When you showed up, I panicked. If anyone could work out what was really going on, it was you. After you freed me, I had no choice but to ask Sonic and Boom to murder you, and everyone else. You should take that as a compliment.
Pharma, I've been held at gunpoint by the best. Megatron, Starscream, Killmaster. Remember Killmaster? With the wand. And I've never known anyone take so long to explain their grand plan. But I want to thank you. Not only have you proved that you fully deserve what's coming to you, but you've given me time to fight back.
Fight back? Fight back? You're falling apart!
I've infected you.
You haven't even touched me.
While you've been talking, I've been corroding. I've sprung 1,000 leaks, and for the last 34 seconds, You've been standing in my rust. Yep, that felt as good as I thought it would.
Stupid! You don't think I created a vaccine in case something like this happened?
Actually, I was counting on it. Hand it over, slowly.
And if I don't? Except you can't do it, can you? You can't shoot me. You can't shoot me because killing an unarmed combatant goes against every circuit in your body.
If you must know, I can't shoot you because my trigger finger isn't working.
In that case, I'd like you to meet my two best friends. Oh, and you know what? You were never that good of a doctor.
And you were never that good an Autobot.
Ratchet?
A solid light avatar, yes. Feels different this time, though. I think the template's corrupted. You can see why remote projection went out of fashion. It's energy intensive, it demands total concentration, and they can never get the hair to look real. In fact, these days, the only thing it's good for is keeping simpletons distracted.
No! That's the only vaccine! You imbecile! You killed us both!
You died a long time ago, Pharma. And as for me, my hands don't work. I'm miles away from anyone I truly care about, and I'm still coming to terms with the fact that after a 4 million year buildup, peace has turned out to be a massive anticlimax. Bottom line, I've got nothing else to lose. I stand corrected.
Ratchet, please. You can't leave me hanging here forever.
It won't be forever. Look at that elbow. There's no way that's a load-bearing joint. When you fall, you'll have a choice. You can change into a jet and fly away, activating the virus, or you can stay as you are and pray the impact doesn't kill you. If you want my medical opinion, you need to make a judgment based on your chances of survival. No! Drift.
First Aid's Journal, Entry 2. Did Pharma fall to his death? Did he fly to his death? Who knows? We didn't look for a body. We were too busy saving everyone's lives.
This gets the biggest tech ever.
I don't know how Ratchet got the vaccine. He said it just fell into his hands. But it was when we were all traveling to the Lost Light that Ratchet dropped his bombshell. Chief Medical Officer? Me?
In principle, yes. You impressed me back there. Your world was falling apart, but you took control. You stayed calm and put others before yourself. And unless I'm mistaken, it was you who sent the data log, the one that exposed Pharma's malpractice.
How'd you guess?
Since we've met, you've been quoting Physitron. Life persists and all that. You're a fan of the Wreckers.
I didn't know who was behind the high death rates, but I had to tell someone. As the only Wreckers fan on Delphi, the Datalog network served as a secure frequency. I could have saved him, you know? Physitron, that Iron Fist. I think that a lot.
Yeah, me too.
At least we've seen the back of Pharma.
This will sound strange, but I'll miss him. I'll miss his talent. For most of his life, he was a fantastic doctor.
If you remember him at his best, you'll always carry a part of him with you.
Yeah, 2 parts of him, actually.
How Ratchet got his hands back.